let us all extend our love, our gratitude, and our respect to the 2026 Payne Stewart Award recipient, Notah Begay III.
I'm working very hard up here not to break that crying record. Not doing a very good job of it. Certainly just want to say thanks to everybody for being here on this evening. Scotty, Rory, Victor, Ryan, Adam, Sam, Smiley, PJ Tour players, Gary, Tom, Siwoo, and you, Johnson, I see you. Thanks so much for taking time out of your evening tonight. I know you guys are getting ready for one of the biggest events of the year, and certainly time is one of the most valuable assets you have, and so I appreciate you spending that here tonight with us. Wow. What an amazing ride this has been. Honestly, the last time I felt this nervous was when I went on Golf Channel for the first time with Frank Nobilo and Brandel Chambly. I hope this goes better than that. I thought I was going to get fired. Television has given me a new voice in the game that has allowed me to invest into the work of the MB3 Foundation. Many thanks to Tommy Roy, Molly Solomon, Matt Haggerty, Mike McCarley, Mark Lazarus, and Sam Flood for giving me an opportunity. Standing up here as the recipient of the highest distinction in our sport is beyond anything I had ever dreamt. In 1999, my rookie year, I was lucky to play with Payne. It was a very daunting experience as I knew I was playing with one of golf's true superstars. Payne's personality was larger than life. And what I took away from that experience was that I needed to meet life on my terms, live life big, play golf with flair. And when Payne saw me putting left-handed and right-handed in the same round, I'm sure he was startled, confused, and wondering, what in the heck is this kid doing? In those 2 rounds, I got a glimpse of what it took, what do my kids try and tell me, to have aura. I seem to always pronounce it wrong. Well, let me tell you this, Payne definitely had aura, he had swagger, and he had the game to go with it. He played with a creativity and a passion that is hard to find in the modern game. He was always very outspoken for what was good in our sport. He was a proponent of golf's traditions and values, and above all, he believed in himself. And I tell you what, you have to have some pretty strong self-belief to dress like he did. I extend my sincerest thanks to Tracy, Chelsea, who couldn't be with us tonight, and Aaron, as well as the Payne Stewart Family Foundation for creating hope and opportunity for those touched by the foundation's work. That list now includes the Native American kids impacted by the MB3 Foundation. For many of you that saw the video of Aaron handing me the Payne Stewart Trophy, I was never more surprised in my life. I never thought I could actually become a Payne Stewart Award recipient.
Wow. Awesome. I'm in some distinguished company, guys. Thank you so much. Wow.
And many people have asked me, well, why is that? Well, it's because people like me don't win awards like this. I come from a community where Native Americans have the shortest lifespan in America. And in a county that holds the Pine Ridge Indian Reservation, that means just living to the age of 60. I come from a community that experiences the highest rates of substance abuse in the U.S. Over 25% of adults on the reservation battle addiction. I come from a community where only 3 of 4 students graduate from high school, and that's the lowest graduation rate in America. Those are the facts. So for me to be standing up here as a Stanford graduate with a degree in economics, 4-time PGA Tour winner, and a television broadcaster accepting this prestigious award is a miracle. And I truly believe that miracles can only happen when you have angels at your side. My mother, Laura Guadalupe Ansera, passed away in February of 2025, but her spirit and fingerprints are all over this award. Mom, paitya sitra shutsana hanuk, gaitimo asa naate betani. I am from the San Felipe Pueblo, Wasleta Pueblo, in the Navajo Nation. I am Fox Clan of the Folded Arm people. My mom made sure that I never forgot the brilliance of our native traditions, our Keres language, the songs, the dances, but most importantly, that where we come from didn't matter because we were all connected in our humanity. Those values are present every day in the work we do at MB3. My father, Notah Begay Jr., full-blooded citizen of the Navajo Nation. He is one of 3 Marines in our family. And for those of you that ever grew up in the household of an ex-Marine, well, you know the drill. Or should I say drills, orders, and early wake-up calls. That Marine Corps discipline, though, was the backbone of my success as a golfer. What my father lacked in affection, he made up for in building the structure that it takes to be a competitive athlete, and that hard work and sacrifice are non-negotiables. These are the same principles we incorporate into our programming: structure, consistency, and hard work, but without the push-ups, sit-ups, cadence calls, and 5 a.m. wake-ups. But my father wasn't the most influential Marine in our family, nor was my brother Greg. That distinction goes to my grandfather, Notah Begay Sr., a U.S. Marine that in the early 1940s volunteered for a special unit of the Corps called the Code Talkers. The Code Talkers used the Navajo language, Dene, to transmit strategic information during World War II. To this day, it's the only wartime code never broken and was a critical element in winning the Pacific Campaign, effectively bringing thousands of soldiers home to their families. At a time when my grandfather couldn't vote or eat in certain restaurants, his act of selflessness is a driving force in how I engage the world. And it is these types of acts that for all of the previous Payne Stewart Award recipients defines our purpose. And purpose is what makes the work impactful, meaningful, and most importantly, sustainable. And the biggest part of my purpose is sitting right here in the front row. My sister Carol, 32 years with the Indian Health Service. My brother Clint, who's watching at home because he couldn't be here, director of all of our MB3 Fit programming. My sister Mary, senior director of work-based learning and Central New Mexico Community College, specializing in Native American education. Thanks for your service. And then there's my brother Greg, who served our country as a Marine. You've been at my side in the best of times and in the darkest of times. Thank you, and I love you. April Begay. Don't get nervous. The path of marriage, especially for a tour wife, is never easy. You support me when I walk in the room after a great round and I say, "Sweetheart, I finally found it." And then you comfort me the very next day when I tell you I'll never make a putt again for as long as I live. You are our anchors, organizers, sports psychologists, and biggest supporters all rolled into one. And we would be nowhere without you. You're truly our angels. My children, Antonella, Santiago, and Paloma. You've made me better. You've made me stronger. But the good thing is that you've also made me softer. To fulfill my role as a husband and father, I had to deconstruct many of my selfish traits that made me a successful golfer. I've grown immeasurably as a person in fulfilling my duties to this family, and I thank you for that, and I love you. To all of the 575 sovereign tribal nations and tribal leaders that are here tonight, friends, partners that supported me as I traversed the world of golf, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. And a special Go Cardinal goes out to my recently passed golf coach, Wally Goodwin, and my Stanford golf teammates, many of which are here tonight. One of the most successful teams in golf history, amassing 86 PGA Tour wins and 15 majors. I know he's watching. Thank you. The Payne Stewart Award is the perfect balance of public, private, and nonprofit investment. CEO Chris Womack, Southern Company, provide us with the opportunity. Jay Monahan, Brian Rolap provide us with the PGA Tour and give us the voice. And the nonprofits, all participating in this incredible endeavor, we make the impact. This is an award I accept on behalf of my community, the state of New Mexico, and the children that we serve. And for all of us on the esteemed list of Payne Stewart Award recipients, and along with anyone out there that has the inspiration to make a difference, our work isn't finished. We must continue to do more. We must continue to do better, because that's how Payne would have done it. The game of golf has given me everything, and I am deeply blessed and I am deeply grateful. Thank you.